Part 6. The Hallmarks of Cancer, or we can call it the molecular basis of cancer. This is the core of Robbins. Let's use the Rogue City analogy. Hallmark 1. Self-sufficiency in growth signals, the stuck accelerator. Proto-oncogenes are the accelerator. These are normal genes that promote growth. When mutated, they become oncogenes, for example RAS. It is the most common mutated gene in humans. Let's look at its story. Normally, RAS waits for a signal to tell the cell to divide. Mutated RAS is like a doorbell that keeps ringing even when no one is pushing the button. Let's integrate this with biochemistry. This involves GTP binding. Mutated RAS can't hydrolyze GTP to GDP, so it stays on. Chromothripsis, the chromosome shattering. It's a relatively new concept where a single catastrophic event causes a chromosome to shatter and stitch back together incorrectly. This can activate multiple oncogenes simultaneously. Hallmark 2. Insensitivity to anti-growth signals, the broken brakes. Tumor suppressor genes, these are the brakes. These stop the cell cycle. For example, the RP gene, it is the gatekeeper of G1 to S transition in your cell cycle and the governor of that cell cycle. If both copies are lost, you get retinoblastoma. Let's look at this interesting concept of the two-hit hypothesis given by Knudsen. You need 2 hits or mutations to disable the brake. Sporadic. Both hits happen after birth. One eye is affected. Familial. You are born with one hit and the second hit happens later. Both eyes are affected. Next example is the guardian or TP53 gene. If DNA is damaged, P53 steps in. It induces P21, a CDK inhibitor, to pause the cell cycle. If repair fails, it tells Bax, the executioner, to kill the cell via apoptosis. In more than 50% of human cancers, P53 is deleted. The cell forgets how to die. Let's integrate this with genetics. Li-Fraumeni syndrome occurs when you are born with a mutated TP53. Hallmark 3. Altered cell metabolism, the Warburg effect. Normal cells use oxygen to make lots of ATP through oxidative phosphorylation, whereas cancer cells use aerobic glycolysis. They turn glucose into lactose even with oxygen. Why? Because glycolysis provides metabolic intermediates like lipids, amino acids to build new daughter cells. This is the basis of PET scans using fluorodeoxyglucose. This hunger for glucose is how PET scans work. We inject radiolabeled glucose, and because tumors are using the Warburg effect, they suck up that glucose brighter than normal tissue. Hallmark 4. Evasion of apoptosis. Tumors upregulate BCL2, the anti-death protein. Let's integrate this with pharmacology. Venetoclax is a BCL2 inhibitor used in CLL. Hallmark 5. Limitless replicative potential or immortality. Normal cells have clocks called telomeres that shorten every time they divide. This is called the Hay-Flick limit, limiting the number of times a cell can divide. Cancer cells produce telomerase, which keeps the clock running forever. They become immortal. Hallmark 6. Sustained angiogenesis. Tumors cannot grow beyond 1 to 2 mm without blood. They secrete VEGF to induce angiogenesis and the growth of new capillaries to feed themselves. Let's integrate this with oncology. Bevacizumab is a drug that starves the tumor by blocking VEGF. Hallmark 7. Ability to invade and metastasize. The metastatic cascade, the great escape. How does a cell move from the breast to the bone? First step is loosening of cell-to-cell junctions. There is loss of E-cadherin, which is the cellular glue joining the cell to cell. Next, there is degradation of extracellular matrix. The tumor secretes MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, to chew through the basement membrane. Then, it attaches to new ECM components. Migration. Amoeboid movement through the hole they just chewed. Intravasation is them entering the blood or lymph. The voyage. They travel in clumps with platelets to hide from immune cells. Extravasation and growth. They land in a new organ and grow there. You can memorize the hallmarks of cancer by this mnemonic. Selfish evaders limit destruction, inducing angiogenesis and metastasis. That is, self-sufficiency in growth signals, evading growth suppressors, limitless replication, destruction or evading apoptosis, inducing angiogenesis and metastasis.